We pick up this week in the little frequented eastern part of the San Blas Islands of Panama. We spent last week island hopping from one beautiful anchorage after the other. We were ready to stretch our legs and hike to a radio tower at the top of this particular island, but we found out we needed permission from the village chief.
Permiso, creo.
Permiso?
Sí.
No, pero... Join us this week as we continue to explore these beautiful, remote, indigenous islands.
This path is definitely less paved than the other one.
I'm worried we're not on a path.
Alright, we're gonna go back into the village today and see if we could do the hike up to the radio tower or around the island. I think we're meeting the guy. I don't know if he's our tour guide or if he's just showing us the way. We actually saw him and his friend out on a dugout canoe this morning. They asked if we wanted coconuts and bananas, so we said yeah. We said after the hike we'll buy some coconuts and bananas. So here's just whipping up some breakfast, delicious protein smoothie, and some homemade sourdough toast. Buenas. All right, now where's our friend?
Coconut y banana. Yeah.
Okay. Sí. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Coman.
Hola.
Hola. Buenas tardes.
Buenas.
Buenas tardes.
¿Se me nombre? ¿Se me
Billy. Billy y Sierra.
Sierra.
You too?
Pulo. Herme.
Herme. It's just like Los Abuelos and so we got some hammocks. I wonder if they're made out of like fishing nets or just repurposed lines and everything. I see. Thatch roof, just some boards. Perfecto.
Huh?
¿Cuánto cuesta? Five? Is that good?
Whatever you think.
Okay.
Sí, vámonos a caminar
Sí.
y después we get huevos
Yeah.
too.
Oh, correcto.
Después.
Okay.
¿Está bien? Aquí.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Un momento.
Son 6.
¿Tenemos permiso del jefe?
Sí, tiene que
caminar.
Caminar tiene ahí salida.
Okay.
Yo con las semillas.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Bonita.
Bonita.
Sí.
Sí. Regresa huevos.
Huevos, sí, 6 huevos. Yeah, sí. Después.
Okay. Llega, pregunta aquí. Hey, señor, huevos.
Sí.
Esta vez.
Oh, pepper. ¿Cómo se dice?
Picante, dicen.
Picante?
No. Ahí.
Ahí.
Yeah, ahí está.
Ah, bonita.
Bonita.
Perfecta.
Muchas frutas.
Torre de radio. Sí.
Última casa. No.
A la derecha.
Ok, la derecha.
Derecha?
Oficial.
Sí?
Yeah.
Última.
Última
All the way.
Última casa. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Entra.
Sí, después. Sí. Sí. Perfecto. Gracias, amigo. I think this is the path, yeah. I'm gonna jump. My feet, these are waterproof and they're still dry because I was tiptoeing through all those puddles. One more step back, I'll do it. I still got it. We should see if one of them will let us paddle their canoe. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Hablo español un poquito.
Disculpe. ¿A dónde van?
Vamos a la torre de radio.
Cada persona $2.
¿Dos qué?
It costs $2 to walk to the radio tower.
Oh, ¿por qué? ¿Tú? ¿Tú el jefe? No. Mi amigos no hables una cuesta. ¿Tú es el jefe?
Yo jefe. Casi.
¿Cómo te llama?
Eladio.
Eladio. Okay, if you say so. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Es cuatro?
Completo.
Dos y dos? Ok. Hilario.
Completo.
Hilario. Sí, sí.
Así que no hay problema.
Ok, no problema.
No hay problema, ahora puede.
Vamos. Ok.
Torre ahí.
Gracias, Hilario.
Bien, bien.
Hilario.
Que vaya bien.
So I don't know if we just got ripped off.
You're good.
$4 is not a ton of money.
Bueno.
Hola, buena. Una pregunta.
¿De verdad?
Hilario, el jefe de Piña?
Sí.
Oh, okay, comprendo.
Saila.
Okay.
Sí.
Sala, Torre.
Ofe, sí.
Okay, comprendo.
Está recto el camino.
Okay.
Sí, dale.
Okay, muchas gracias. So I don't know how much of that conversation will be edited in here, but so basically the older guy stopped us right before, like right as we were starting on this path, saying we had to pay $2 each to go to the radio tower. So we were a little bit skeptical because no one told us that, but we have heard, I guess, that it costs, you know, a few bucks to walk around. That's always kind of a funny thing, being respectful but also being careful not to get like ripped off, because that happens like all the time, especially in the Eastern Caribbean. All of a sudden someone's like kind of showing you the way or showing you something. All of a sudden they're saying you have to pay money, but who's to say you have to pay money? So you always got to be a little skeptical of that, but try to be respectful as well. And it sounded like he was the chief. They were saying like the chief of the silo, the chief of the radio tower maybe, or the boss. El Jefe is boss. So maybe he's like the one in charge of people who go to the radio tower. Don't really know. It's all good.
Okay, we were doing a good amount of walking and hiking in Curacao and Bonaire, but in Aruba, we didn't do much walking. In Colombia, we did lots of walking, but all flat ground. And then we were on the boat for like the past week. We haven't moved much except for simple jetty walks, and this is pretty high uphill. And I'm huffing and puffing. When you think you're in relatively good shape, go hike at an incline. You have to limbo.
I can't limbo that low. You limbo.
I can.
You can't limbo that low either.
Was that a real you need to tie your shoe, or you just needed a break?
Yeah, look, I'm not even breathing.
Thank you. Oh, you think these are all pineapple plants?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look, pineapple right there.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we just went to like the desert. It's so funny how just like a couple minutes in any direction it can go from like being in the tropical jungle to like being in a pineapple farm with like no trees overhead.
Here's the radio tower.
Come on, you gotta think about it. A day pass at a gym is like 15 bucks. We paid 4.
There it is.
Boop. Touch the sign.
Alright, we made it to the radio tower. I'll read you the sign. National Authority for the Government Innovation. So it must be cell too, because Tigo's a cell network. So maybe it was a radio tower, but now they converted it to be a cell tower. We're gonna go down a different path, see if we can get to the other side of the island. Yeah, this is definitely another path. See if we can see the ocean on the other side. We're on our way down the mountain on the other side, and we're on the windward sides. And you can feel it's definitely a little bit cooler, and you can hear the ocean over here.
This path is definitely less paved than the other one.
I'm worried we're not on a path.
Less and less narrow, or less and less manicured as we go. Borderline, we're not even on a trail anymore, but it seems like we are. It seems like we're on a trail that just hasn't been walked on in a long time. I hear the ocean, it's right here. And we're pretty sure there's a path that goes all the way around the whole island. As long as we can get like down towards the ocean, think we'll be able to get on the path to get around. All right. Seems like we're back on a little trail. Look at these leaves look fake. So cool.
I hope none of these trees are poisonous. As spiders just fall on my face.
All right, we're officially almost to the other side. See the ocean right over here, and we came to this clearing, a few coconut trees and banana trees. Just a little bit more ways to go. All right, we made it all the way to the other side. Sierra emerging from the jungle. I don't know how to describe it. It's really neat having like the ocean right here, palm trees everywhere, and then right over here, like you look that way. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's just like the deep jungle, like right there. It just feels like it's right out of a movie or right out of a book or something. Whoa, look at that thing.
What?
Woodpecker.
Where?
It's hard to see because he's right in the sun.
Okay, who can tell us what's the deal with all this like orange on all of these palm trees? I know there's a thing called like when there's like a pink fungus on palm trees, it's not good and it like spreads really fast, but this is like bright orange and every single tree has it. Look at how orange this one is.
Maybe it's just like an algae or something. Or a fungus.
There's lots of fungus among us.
Do you think that's the start of a paddle someone started to make?
I don't know, maybe. Cool.
Looks like someone started to build a little house over here. A little hut. Oh, here's the path. I was walking on the beach, but this path right here.
This could be our house.
How long could you live in there for?
Depends on the museums.
Didn't seem like there was too much trash back there, but now we got to a spot where it's just probably all funnels and just all so much plastic washed up.
Rock.
Yeah, more crocs. It's probably just certain parts it just kind of funnels and washes up and lives. I think the real solutions for the plastic thing are if you could recycle it into something functional and it didn't take so much energy to recycle, then there's a solution. Then it kind of becomes a commodity almost, especially if you can turn it into fuel. I've heard about it being possible to turn into fuel, but I think that's only certain types of plastic, and I don't know if it makes energy sense. Like it might take more input than the fuel output that you get to turn it into fuel, and who knows what the byproducts are. And then like recycling, same thing. Like most of the time when you recycle plastic, it like the new plastic, the new product is only as good or less good than the plastic you put into it, and it's only as good if it's like a very clean stream of plastic. If it's all the same type of plastic, very cleanly sorted, it just takes a lot of time and energy for that to happen. And out here, like in places like this, it's just not, it's not gonna happen.
Bottles, obviously glass is so much better. Yes, it's more expensive, but it's better. But what other materials could you make flip-flops out of?
The whole thing with plastic is it's just so cheap and so easy to make stuff out of. That's why everything's made out of plastic.
Because I would say those are the two biggest things that we spot here: bottles and shoes.
Bottles by far, plastic bottles, and then shoes. But imagine if there was a small scale machine or system that you could have, say on like if you had a bigger trawler or something like that, or anyone like these small commercial cargo ships is what I'm saying, like that we've been seeing around here, like the one we saw in Albania. Imagine they had like a little machine or a little something where they could just like collect this plastic, put it into this machine, it produces diesel fuel, like crude oil or something like that, that could potentially run an engine. That would be like the best. I think that might be either not possible or a long ways off. But then it's just such an incentive for people, like especially here, who don't have a ton of money, to turn all this stuff that they're plentiful of into something useful for them. Someone was here recently.
Another way we didn't mention yet about kind of helping this plastic problem is humans have an overconsumption problem to begin with, but when you buy things, try to buy things from companies who are doing whatever they can to help this giant issue. And one of those companies is Waterlust, because they make their leggings and their board shorts and their sun shirts out of recycled plastic bottles. So if you feel the need to buy something and you don't want to be wasting more and creating more of an issue, support companies like that.
And we're far from perfect. Like, we definitely buy plastic stuff. We have a lot of plastic stuff, but we try our best. If there's an option to support companies like Waterlust and maybe buy recycled stuff or buy things that aren't plastic, we especially try not to buy like single-use plastic. Like, we rarely, if ever, buy like single-use plastic bottles and stuff like that.
So pretty.
All right, we officially made it back to the town right there, back to the village.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bien, bien. Okay friends, we just came to a brand new island here in the San Blas, and sorry I didn't show you much of it getting here. I took a new seasickness medicine because it was pretty rolly and we ran out of our Dramamine less drowsy that I'm used to, and it knocked me the heck out. But we're here, we're the only ones here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And we did something a little different. What you doing?
Cleaning the bottom.
Big jump, you can do it. Ready, go.
We nosed up the boat right up to the beach just to kind of clean the front of the bottom of the boat a little bit. But we backed up and we're anchored now, all protected by shallow reef and some small islands.
What do you got going on in here?
I made some ceviche with that Spanish mackerel. So it's the Spanish mackerel, some bell peppers, cucumbers, lime juice, a little bit of coconut milk, onion, a little bit of garlic, some spices. Mmm.
It's another day on the move in the San Blas. Today we're going just from Anchorage to Anchorage. Trying to fish along the way, just short hops, but it is so gorgeous. So many little tiny islands, all with so many palm trees.
Bucket left. Oh, sí, perfecto. Sí.
No.
Otra? Does it have eggs?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh. ¿Tú tienes otra? Otra?
No.
They're gonna get eaten no matter what. It's here.
Okay.
Sí. Uno más. Uno más. No preference. Perfecto. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias, amiga.
Gracias.
Adios. Gracias. You can let him know right now if you want.
I think I might. You think it'll live?
Probably. Don't let him see.
Sorry, I just wasted $10.
I was very confused at what the whole discrepancy was.
I don't think they wanted to give 2 for 20.
I thought that was wait,
Yeah, I thought it was
pretty expensive.
Well, it's really expensive now because we just paid 20 for one. Because one's gonna go back in the water. I can't fathom eating a lobster filled with eggs. A lot of their lobsters had eggs. To each their own, it's their culture, but I can't pay for one with eggs, so we're gonna throw it back.
It didn't seem like they had any other ones without eggs.
Yeah, so we're gonna, to show you what that means. He said, oh yeah, they snared them, so they didn't shoot them, so they are still alive. So this is like thousands of eggs on here that can grow to be more lobsters. So we're gonna let them go. Have a good little life, buddy. Have a good little life.
This is like picture perfect sailing right here. Come on, Diddy girl, come here. Wow, you're so fast.